Let's start on the mat with our feet underneath the hips, shoulders back and down, palms turned forward, weight in the heels stacked up, gently tuck chin, top of the head reaching high, starting with some good long, slow breaths. Slowly move the arms up and around on your next in-breath. Exhale down. Let's take a step wider. Inhale up. Exhale down. Maybe a little wider. This time, let's do elbows and knees bending in the directions the toes are pointing. As low as you want to go. Make sure the tailbone's moving out behind you. The weight stays mostly in the heels. And then let's transition to some sunflowers. So open wide, hinge from the hips, bend the knees, sweep the arms ever so gracefully across at the bottom. Going at your pace and breathing. Nice and straight at the top with the elbows and the knees. And let's stop here. Bring the hands down through prayer. And then let's go into a wide-legged squat. Shoulders down away from the ears. Let's just transition to the left, straightening the right side. Breathe. Find your stability. Back to the center. Take a breath. Straighten the left leg. Keep that tailbone moving out behind you. Weight in the heel of the right foot. Breath or two. Back to center, both knees bent. Wiggle the toes. Shift back to right leg straight, left knee bent. Back to center. And straighten the left. Let's go back to center and then straighten both legs. Let's bring the arms behind. Still a nice wide stance. I'm going to interlace my fingers back here. You can use a strap to hold on to if that feels better. And then we're just going to go into a straight leg, a wide leg, forward fold, stopping wherever you feel the tension in the back of your legs. Trying to keep a nice flat back. See if you can soften your thighs just a little bit, especially the front of your thighs. Let the back stretch. And let's bend the knees, press back up, and then let's bring the feet a little closer together. So underneath the hips, so we'll keep the hands behind the back. And then slowly forward fold. If this is uncomfortable, you're welcome to Bring the hands forward onto your legs or blocks. Just trying to get some chest opening in as well. As soon as we're done, I'll be hopping in the car for 4.5 hours to go see my dad. So I want to be nice and stretched out. And let's bend the knees, push up through the heels, sweep the arms up. This time, let the hands come in front for that forward fold. Still trying to keep the chest open. And let's bend the knees and push up, step to the back of the mat. Step forward with the right foot. Step forward as far as you feel comfortable with. I'm going to go as far as I can today so I really get my stretch in. So stack the front knee up over the ankle, bending it in as far as you feel comfortable and still feel stable, pressing through the back heel. And let's open the arms to the back first. And yes, I do have jeans on during this yoga practice. So I didn't want to wear sweats home, but they are the stretchiest jeans in the world and I love them. Let's sweep the arms forward and up. And then let's turn to the left, the hips and the shoulders, keeping that front knee stacked, and then bring the arms down, shoulders away from the ears. Look forward past the front fingertips. Let's do a little transitioning back and forth from 1 to 2. So let's bring the back hand forward and up and back into 1, and then back into 2. Back into 1, and back into 2. One more time, into 1, back into 2, and then into reverse. And let the arm come down, and we'll step forward, and then we'll switch feet. So the right foot drops back as far as feels comfortable. I'm pushing the limits today. So then transition the hips towards forward, stack the knee, press through the back heel. Let's open the arms. And let's sweep the arms forward and straight up, straight elbows. And then we'll turn to the right, keeping that front knee stacked up, arms down, look toward the left. And then we'll let the back hand sweep down and forward, and the hands move back up into warrior 1. Turn to the right, arms come down for 2. Back to 1. And 2. And And 2, and up into reverse. And bring the arm down, stepping forward. Let's go to the middle of the mat and do a couple balance poses. So let's start grounding the left foot in, level hips and shoulders, finding your feet, finding your arms, and then lengthen toward the ceiling. Now really mindfully transition to the other side, maybe leaving your hands where they are. Just transition the feet, then extend toward the ceiling again. And let's slowly come out. We'll step to the back of the mat again. We'll take a long step forward with the right, as long as feels comfortable. You may want to position one of your blocks on the inside of your foot. We'll take the elbow to the knee, left arm up, hand can come to a block or to the ground, and the arm can come over as far as it feels comfortable, making sure nothing's pinching in your shoulder. And then stretch from your fingertips to your heel, pressing the heel into the mat, reaching the fingertips towards the wall. And then let's bring the top arm back up. And then we'll transition forward and down, reaching underneath behind the knee. Back up and open. This one always feels so good. Yeah, just keep flowing. And from here, let's engage the core, press up through the front heel, and then just, if you have your block, bring it with you. We'll just switch to the other side. So we'll bend the left knee, elbow can come to the left knee, our right hand can come up, left hand can go to the block or to the ground or stay at the knee. Either one's fine. Let's come over the ear first and press through that back heel and reach that hand away, touching my wall. There, if I make a fist, I can reach. And let's bring that hand back up. And then underneath, reaching as far as feels comfortable, finding your edge and opening up. And reaching through, opening up, reaching through. Let's do one more. And then we'll bring that arm down, engage the core, and push back up. Where are we at? Let's do another balance pose. Let's do dancer. We haven't done dancer in a while. So we'll ground through the right foot first. Use a wall if you need to. Find a strap. Take the time to get a strap if you need it to reach your foot. And then work on bringing the left leg in line with the right, the knee pointing straight down, and then settling into that position first. Another benefit of this pose is nice pull to the shoulder that's holding the foot. And the right arm can stay holding onto the wall or chair or come straight up. And then if you'd like to do the little tip, make sure that your right supporting leg, the knee is a little bit soft. And you can tip a little or you can tip a lot. Press the back foot in if you're tipped, the hand or your strap. I'm going to just tip back to a straight up position because I just love the way that feels. Stretch my quad. I'm just going to reach my arms straight up. And then slowly come out. All right, let's bend the right knee. Settle into this for a moment. Bringing that leg in and the knee pointing down. Soft supporting left knee. And then stay holding on. If you need a little assistance with your balance today. And then decide if you'd like to add the tip. And you can still hold on to the wall and do the tip. That is completely fair. And I'm going to come back to straight up so I can really focus on my quad today before I get in the car. And then let's slowly come out. And then let's find our way down onto the mat for a twist. So you can choose any seated position you want for your twist. I'm going to bring my right knee in, cross it over, and then tuck my other foot underneath. You choose whatever works for you. I like this because I can feel it pulling deep into my hips, similar to a pigeon pose. And you could even choose pigeon if you wanted to right now. You could do whatever you want. All right, so we've got whatever pose we're choosing. We're going to rotate to the right. So the right rib cage moves back, softening the thighs to allow more motion to occur. Right hand grounds behind you. The left can wrap around the leg. The elbow can go on the top of the thigh. Whatever feels good, looks good. And then try turning the head to the left, to the right. See what maybe feels a little more therapeutic for you in your pose. I'm going to start left and then go right. Make sure if you're choosing left, the ribs haven't unrotated to the right. A couple more breaths, holding this pose at your edge. And then slowly untwist from your pose. And I'm going to bring my left knee up, cross it over, and then tuck my right foot under. Feel a nice stretch here. And I'm going to rotate the left ribs back, ground my left hand behind me, and then wrap around the knee or elbow on top of the thigh, kind of like the wrap around. And then look to the left and the right. See what feels good, therapeutic. And I turn my head left. Make sure your shoulders are down. And let's slowly untwist. And I've got to have a cobbler's pose before we wrap up. Bottoms of the feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the knees down. Chin tucked in, top of the head up. And then soften from your cobbler's pose. Let's go down onto our tummies. And maybe starting all the way flat. And then maybe up onto the elbows. Shoulders still down away from the ears. And if it feels like you want to go a little bit more, bring the hands in beside the ribs and press up gently, still keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. And then back down. Let's turn over onto our backside. Let's get just a quick bridge in. The heels come in toward the body and then lift the hips. And down, let's cross right over left and lift again. And down, left over right, lift again. And down. And now let's go into our final relaxation pose. You want to do one more stretch, stretching the arms away, the heels press away. Maybe alternate. Letting your body sink down in to the mat. Nice long exhales. Letting every muscle just soften for just another minute before you move back into your day. Knowing that when your muscles are allowed to be soft, the blood can flow, get in deep where it needs to go to heal your body. And then when you're ready, go ahead and roll up, roll to one side, come up to your favorite seated position. And let's take one more breath, sweeping the arms up, coming down through prayer hands and wishing one another namaste. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here.